Good question. Okay, our second question has to do with how have you found the easiest or most effective way, to double team the post when necessary. Okay, Beck, that's one of those things that I'm a big believer in trapping the post, especially at the high school and college level, because a couple of reasons. Number one, you don't see it often, and most players that are in the post are very poor passers. And the third thing is the coaches don't know what to do against teams to trap. Many coaches. So I also believe in it at the pro level. Everyone says, "Oh, there's too many three-point shooters." You know what? I watch and there's teams in these playoff games taking 25, 35 three-point shots a game. So they're taking them without being double teamed. So, what I find sometimes is guys miss shots when they're wide open. But there's no reason you should be wide open when you're double teaming a post if you teach your players how to rotate properly and quickly. So I love to double team back from the top of the key when the ball is entered in from the wing. I love to put pressure on the basketball. And then I like to play topside, three-quarter topside denial. And then as that ball is entered and it's in the air, the nearest player at the top, we have him sprint down as that ball is in the air. We have the post player defensively and the player that's trapping down lock legs, basically. We don't let the player split us, go in between us. We also are really aware of don't let him spin and go baseline on us. Our hands are high, and we really put our chest at the guy that's coming down the trap from the top. He puts his chest on the shoulder of the post player that caught the ball. He makes contact with him and what happens now is it limits his ability to turn and find people. If you do it constantly and you trap all the time, you'll find out your players become very good at it, and the referees now love aggression. They will let you even foul when you trap because they love when you're coming down there and you're being aggressive. The things we do, if you have a pass coming from the wing, we have a trap on, let's say, the left block, and the pass came from the left wing, then there's two players left. The player at the top, we have him go to the nail where you take your foul shot. We have the other defensive player go to the rim. And those two players form what we call an eye. And the ball, when it's thrown out of the post, if it's thrown out anywhere foul line extended to the top of the key, the player at the top goes and gets that first pass. The player that was trapping goes down, and he's going to be the player that's going to rotate out. Now, if the player at the bottom of the eye was a small player, then and a player that was trapping was a big player, he can trap and just rotate to the rim, and the player that was underneath as that ball's thrown out can rotate out to the opposite wing or corner, wherever that player is. It's something that I guarantee you're going to have great success, but it's like anything else. You got to start the first day of practice teaching how to trap and rotate, and you'll really be good at it. Don't do it the day before a game and expect to have good results. It's one of those things you do the entire season. Good question, Beck.